In today's Worst of Beauty TikTok, we're going to be looking at some really awful gel manicures. What is this face stuff all about? And AI is getting more and more terrifying. But first, let's talk about, this is like becoming a regular fix on this show, some more dodgy doctors. There are a lot of doctors online, on TikTok especially, who, let's be honest and blunt, are talking outside of their education and stepping out of their lanes. Now, of course, within education, there can be some crossovers. A lot of people do masters and go on to other things, but there are some crossovers that just don't make sense. We see that Dr. Barrett guy, I believe his name is, Barrett guy, continuously pushing misinformation about chemical sunscreen, but people believe him because he's wearing scrubs, he's got doctor at the beginning of his name, when his source of information is the EWG, which tells you everything. But this next video is the perfect example of the misinformation situation on TikTok, especially right now. So let's watch this.
Wow, this celebrity doctor is speaking out about the scam that the skincare industry is. This one is important. Listen to what he has to say.
So many things impact our hormones. And the one thing people often don't talk about are toxins. What hormone disruptors are you putting on your body? So whether it's your shampoo or your makeup or your deodorant or sunscreen, people aren't looking at the labels and looking for things like parabens and phthalates and fragrance. And it's crazy, the impact. I mean, just last year, the FDA took off a number of sunscreens, like Johnson & Johnson, Banana Boat, because they found they cause cancer. And it's like, yeah, if you put poison on your skin, so whatever you put on your skin goes in your body, affects your body, becomes your body. And we're living in this toxic soup where what I'm seeing with young males is an epidemic of low testosterone. Why do young males have low testosterone? Because they're being poisoned. And I often say the dermatologist won. They made us afraid of the sun.
Parabens are said to mess with your hormones, guys. If you're using any product with parabens, it could cause hormonal acne. I got parabens out of my life 7 weeks ago. This is me the day I threw out my skincare products.
I'm going to stop it there because this isn't about this woman, and you know, she looks great. Her skin has improved for sure. You might have watched that video and thought, oh my God, that's terrifying. A doctor is telling me that whatever I put on my skin goes into my body. Not us though, because we know better than that, right? But yes, he is a doctor, but he's a psychiatrist. Like, it's got nothing to do with what he's talking about, and not to downplay how successful he is and what he's managed to do in his own field. He seems very successful and very well respected within the field of psychiatry, but there's no crossover here. There's no crossover here with skincare or the science of skincare and how that interacts with the body, because he's not educated in it. Me and him have the same amount of education in that sector. There's no, and I've checked his credentials, and it's the same with Dr. Barrett, whatever his name is. Just because I think people presume, just because these people work on the human body, that they must know everything there is to know about the rest of the human body, or when you talk about something that's to do with the body, they must know what's going on. I actually think it's about time doctors who say this kind of stuff get punished in some way, or they need to be reprimanded in some way. I feel like they have a responsibility to they need to know what they should and shouldn't be saying, what they're talking about, and when to credit relevant experts in the field, which sometimes also they don't know what a relevant expert is, but also B, or two, stay up to date with what's actually going on in the world of science. It's worrying because who or what are their sources for this information? And how does that bad research translate into what they're doing in their jobs currently right now? Speaking of bad information, I'm just actually watching this back. When she is quoting, she's obviously gone on Google talking about parabens. It says, yes, parabens can interfere with hormones and have been classified as endocrine disrupting chemicals. And at the top you can see it's AI, so she's gone on Google and used AI, and at the top you see their sources there, the first one being the EWG. Not a credible source of information at all. Long story short, this is what the EWG do, right? A man drank I don't know, 50 gallons of water one day and died. Water is in grapes, therefore grapes are bad for you. You know what I mean? They jump from one thing to the next, from one conclusion to the next, without looking at dosage, for example, without looking at the relevant information or how those situations played out. That's what they tend to do across the board. They are not a credible source of scientific information whatsoever. You know, he says stuff like whatever goes on your skin goes into your body. No, cosmetic chemists work really fucking hard to get things into your body. It's not that easy to get things into your body at all. Again, speaking to the wrong crowd, we all know this, but I always say this. I think there's this idea, and I don't always say this, is the first time I'm saying this. I think there's this idea that all these scientists, all these cosmetic chemists, toxicologists are all working for Big Pharma, right? They all have like these people and they're getting pay slips to be silently killing everyone. These scientists, if there was genuine evidence that chemical sunscreens kill you, give you cancer, they would tell you. They are not on the side of Big Pharma. They are on the side of scientific correct information. What's more annoying about this is you have people in the comments on these videos being like, well, sunscreen, for example, I've always loved the La Roche-Posay chemical sunscreen, for example. I've been using it for 5 years. What can I use now? There's like black people in the comments as well saying like, well, I can't use zinc sunscreens, which they're saying is better because they don't understand that sunblock isn't a thing. Saying like, what can I use then? Because zinc sunscreens always leave a white cast, and they're like, I don't know. Beef tallow. They didn't say that, but I can guarantee if there's real evidence of these products being harmful for you, the people who are on the side of science will tell you. That's what they're on the side of, is accurate information, not trying to sell you sunscreens so that we all die. It's not a good money-making scheme. Killing people with your skincare is not a good money-making scheme. This particular woman, all fairness, just seems to be sharing her journey. Yes, unfortunately, she is sharing the wrong information from the wrong people. Her skin, beef tallow seems to work for her. She does have a link to beef tallow, but it doesn't look like it's an affiliate link from what I can see. But oh my God, it's becoming such an issue now. I feel like I'm saying the same thing every fucking week. Let's get into something a little bit more interesting and also terrifying. Do you remember, it must have been, oh, got a little itch here. Must have been months ago now. Months ago when in an ugly news video, we were talking about this horrible, awful eye color changing surgery where they basically put like a disc, like a permanent colored contact into your eye. And it was like changing the colors of people's eyes. It's not an approved oh no, or was it dye? Whatever it was, it's not FDA approved in many countries. It looked shit, let's be real. It looked very uncanny valley. It looked like a very poorly fitted colored contact. Well, this woman we're about to watch decided to get the surgery done. In all fairness, she wasn't going from like a dark color to like blue. Let's just watch. Oh, let me just show you this next one as well.
So for some time, I've been wanting to enhance certain things about myself. And one of the things that kind of stuck out to me as I have scrolled on social media, I've been seeing people get this eye color change. I finally go and I get a consultation. But during my consultation, they didn't even have the color in stock that I wanted. I had to order this color. And the color that I ordered is called maroon. Now, the color maroon is maroon. You Google it, it's a brownish red. Child, look. This is not brown. I don't know if this is gray. I don't know if this is green. What happened to maroon? The doctor opened it. He said, I did notice that it wasn't brown. He said, but with these procedures, a lot of the times the colors do not look the way they're going to look once you apply it. So it never turned brown.
I think the life lesson might be don't fuck with your eyes. I think, where's the camera? There it is. I think it's just leave them alone. Like leave them alone. Is that reversible? I don't even know. I have nothing to add to this, by the way. I just wanted to show this to you. Gel manicures are very popular recently. They've been popular, like everyone's always had gel manicures done, but there is a trend of them overtaking like acrylics as far as what people find to be better for the nails. Gel X is becoming a thing, like full nail tips. And there are more and more locations becoming more and more popular for doing gel nails alone. This woman, she visited the somewhat viral Townhouse gel manicure place in London. Looks stunning. I've seen people have really good reviews about this place. And this creator did kind of like a come with me to London to get my nails done, blah, blah, blah. Documented the whole process. She said she liked it, gave it a very nice review. However, a little bit later down the line, she posted this video titled "A Luxury Nail Salon Made All My Nails Fall Off."
It's been 5 months since I went to a luxury nail salon in London, rhyming with clown house, and all my nails fell off. Trigger warning, nails. This is what they look like. So, bit of onycholitis going on there. Lifting of the nail beds was not fun. White stuff that you see on my nail is not fungus. It is simply where the nail has detached from the nail bed because the blood supply or something like that. So yeah, that's why it looks white. I actually cannot. It's nearly 6 months later, guys, and this is how my nails are looking like. They are like 85-90% grown back. Looking back, the lady that actually did my nails on that day that I went, she was so aggressive. Like the way that she was like pulling and picking at my cuticles, like if you go back and look at the video, like you will be able to see fingers were so painful after that, but I kind of thought that it was normal, but I just kind of trusted it because obviously when it's marketed as a luxury nail salon, you kind of do expect to get like amazing treatment and stuff. I have some exciting news. I am starting my like nail journey again. This lovely girl, Nail Tech, reached out to me, who follows me on here, and she's giving me like a little gifted treatment. So I'm gonna be doing a video all about nail safety, check-ins, vlogging the whole thing, and yeah, stay tuned for the final result.
Yeah, go and follow her. That'll be interesting. I like to see, because it's hard. It's a hard thing to recover from. So what happened to her is something called onycholysis, I believe it is. And that could be a few different things. It is where the nail separates from the nail plate. For those who don't know, I am a trained nail tech. I am actually reading this from nailknowledge.org, who is an amazing scientific source of nail knowledge. But this is basically where the nail lifts from the nail plate. And it does look like fungus, and it can in fact get affected with bacteria. You can get fungal infections once the nails start to lift from the nail bed. I had this when I first got into my gel nail journey because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I opened myself up to a lot of irritation, a lot of allergies, and a sponsorship that I had with Miley I had to not do because my nails look like shit. Now, she does say when you watch the video back, it looked like the nail tech was going in a little bit rough, and I must say it does look like she was going in a little bit rough. Her nails were red raw. The cuticle area were red. Like, they look so fucking irritated, and you have to be careful when you're prepping somebody's nails. If you nip their nails, if you're using a cuticle nipper and then say you get some gel over that skin that you've irritated and open up, you can cause so many issues. You can cause allergies that can last a lifetime. So this only happens if uncured gel polish touches your skin. So you might think, how does that even relate to your nail sunny lifting? Well, the nail bed can keratinize, but then also other factors can come into play, and I'm not saying any of this is what happened here. Unclean tools. You're going under the proximal nail fold, which means you can just shove a load of infection up there. If gel gets under there as well, you're very much open to allergies. This is why dermatologists don't like you nipping that the proximal nail fold, because if you get gel up there, if you get bacteria up there, if you get anything up there, it can lead to fungal infections, allergens, irritation. And then, for example, if you then, I don't know, put on too thick a coat of gel, put it under the nail lamp, you could get heat spikes as well to an already damaged nail. Your nail can start lifting as well. This woman doesn't have extensions, but if your nails aren't used to extensions or longer nails and they haven't done the right structure, it can lead to lifting as well. There are so many factors that could have led to this, but this really does just look like aggressive cleaning mixed with potential allergens. And it's a shame because all these things are so avoidable. And like she said, it's been 5 months. It's been 5 months. I think it was a year before I could go back to using gels again. And even then, that probably wasn't the most sensible idea as someone who wasn't trained in any way at the time, because I could just make my allergens worse. And this leads to a very much real life situation, like not being able to wear contact lenses, not being able to have certain dental treatments done, particular medicines, surgical equipment in hospitals. If you develop an allergic reaction to acrylates, which is what this would be, you could be pretty fucked everywhere else in life. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how the rest of her nail journey goes and what the other nail tech says about how they're going to start strengthening her nails again. It's probably just builder in a bottle. One thing I will say as well, the brand that's being used in this, the gel bottle, is where I actually got my training done, but they have come under some scrutiny recently for having undisclosed amount of HEMA in their nail products, and this is a very common nail allergen. I don't know how true that is, but it might be something to look into for the future. There's a product that's been going very viral recently, and it's like this white face spray that basically reveals all the fine hairs that you have on your face.
If you haven't seen this, you spray your face with it and it turns all of your baby hairs white, so it's easy to dermaplane off. Look at that. and I just feel so fresh.
I have a few opinions about this product. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. Someone did say in one of the comments, like, everybody knows this is just spraying fibers onto your skin. And I was like, I might have to look into that. Obviously, there are reasons why you want a dermaplane, right? You want to have a smoother base for your makeup. It can be good exfoliation. A lot of these razors aren't really that good for doing that though, and can lead to a lot of irritation on the skin, a lot of breakouts. And you're also meant to do this on very clean skin. So I'm not sure I'd like be shaving alongside whatever this spray is. But don't you also just think, like, if that's not an issue for you and it's not been an issue up to this point and you can't see those hairs, like, do you need to shave them off? Her face did look really hairy after that, but if she didn't even know she had hairs on her face because she's got blonde hair, obviously. Is it really something you need to do? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Now, I want to leave you with a warning. Let's have a look at this video of TikToker Amelia Olivia talking about the Biossance collagen masks.
Don't need expensive treatments to achieve results like this. You know the importance of collagen for hydrated, firm skin, yet even with your advanced routine, your skin probably isn't as plump or as radiant as you'd like it to be. It's time to change that. This collagen face mask is no ordinary mask. Infused with clinically proven ingredients, it's designed to penetrate deeply, enhancing your skin's natural collagen production while you sleep, leaving your skin feeling plump by the morning. I've tried countless products in the past, but this mask is by far a game changer, so I highly recommend you click below and try it for yourself.
So I came across that video on TikTok, and having known Olivia and spending some time with her, I realized that she sounded different. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So I checked out the link to this advert, and it is a fake Biodance mask website, and these are popping up everywhere, including one of my videos where I was reviewing a Sunboon Editor collagen mask, where they completely cut out all the bits where I said how much I didn't like it, and they were linking to a shop. So what they have done here is they have managed to get some of Amelia's videos, probably download them off TikTok, run her voice through some kind of AI cloning machine, which you can do. I've done it to my own voice before, and it's not quite there yet. It's not quite ready to use. And then they're using her image and her voice to sell you a fake version of a very real product that she has actually used. So it's not just now like in the old days where they take videos of me using a serum and then claim it was their serum. They've made fake products of a very real product and they're making it look like she's using it. And they are doing this all over TikTok. They are taking people's real product reviews and then using it to sell fake versions, counterfeit versions of these skincare products. It's like the Beauty Joseon sunscreen. They did it with that first, and you can buy these all over Amazon. They all have the same really shoddy looking website that looks like it's free from Wix.com. But I feel like we're clever enough to notice that that wasn't her real voice. It's even got her accent, but it's not her real voice. And they're doing this with countless influencers. It's kind of terrifying. So if you do see one of your favorite influencers in these adverts, tag them and ask them if it's them, if this was an approved message, at them and see what they say. And always buy your skincare products from an official website. Anyway, let me know what you think about today's videos in the comments down below. You can watch some more of the worst of beauty TikTok here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you over there.